Kate Martin, followed by Catherine Costello and Robert Femiamo.
Numbers are a universal language like music. Math is not language arts, history, or geography. Math is numbers. The effort to reform math into something it is not has been and is a terrible failure, and SPS is on that train. It's a very inclusive and diverse failure. It fails white affluent people just like it fails people of all other colors and classes. It's fuzzy, yet we can see with clarity what it is and what it does. It fails. It fails to accomplish the task at hand. Fuzzy math, reform math, new math, whatever you call it, it doesn't work. Parents should stand in protest to your extreme failure to adopt basic math curricula, which would enable you to teach math effectively. People willing to pay private tutors at $50 an hour, Kumon, or whatever else entity is thriving off of our inability to adopt math curricula that works eventually may get it, but at what cost? And even Math Center after school isn't enough to carry the kids who don't get it. And why are we planning yet more subsidies and wizardry to try and make it work? Why is it what is so hard about simply calling it what it is, a failure? Fuzzy math doesn't work. It doesn't work in K-5, middle school, or high school. Beyond high school, fuzzy math doesn't even exist. I'm not afraid to say it. Are you afraid to say it? Fuzzy math doesn't work. Why do you think it's just a matter of putting pieces in place for the rollout? That is impractical, ineffective, unnecessary, and expensive. Please just put the calculators away, teach the basics that anyone from any country, including this one, can understand. Teach the international language of numbers and the wonders of math. Choose curricula and textbooks that teach math. The Discovery series is more of the same, fuzzy math. A few numbers surrounded by a sea of confusing words. Please stop. And please rescue the vast numbers of students coming from fuzzy middle school math and no math at all into our high schools, and the vast numbers we pump into the colleges who need remedial help. They need remedial help in such great numbers because our fuzzy math curricula are failing them. Stop blaming families. Look at yourselves and the decisions you make. With your consensus process, you have made yet another spoon when we need a fork or a knife. Please use science based on data and evidence to make decisions, not a stacked committee and a consensus sausage factory. That science you should access says forget fuzzy math. Teach the basics in class. Practice the basics in class. I'm going to repeat that. Practice the basics in class. Use textbooks that you can be understood by anyone, native English speakers and English language learners. Get the curricula right and then prepare individual math learning plans as students enter middle school and high school, and provide a wide spectrum of math opportunities to accommodate them from extremely remedial to AP and beyond. Think about incorporating some online enrichment. Don't adopt the Discovery series, because what you will discover is that students who didn't learn math due to the fuzziness in middle school and even earlier will sink to the bottom once and for all and have no entry point, thereby further widening the achievement gap. Privileged people will try to buy their way out of the insanity, and sometimes that will work, but sometimes not. Again, this is a problem that is colorblind. Please stop the insanity.
Thank you, Ms. Martin.